and there was a lot of information. Probably one of the issues that wasn't touched on in this setting was what's going on in offshore. Certainly in Alaska, we're concerned about that, but so are they in the Gulf Coast. So what some of the feds were doing in offshore was up for discussion. Probably there was two things that I wanted to just bring up in context to this is for Alaskans, it's a pretty good networking opportunity too to rub shoulders with other energy producers, and I don't think that should be undersold. You get to rub shoulders with people who are in the Canadian province who have pretty significant authority, and then those who are in similar circumstances like we are, legislators in Louisiana, Dakotas, other places where they're dealing with tax policy just like we are here this year. One of the issues on renewables, because it's an energy conversation, we've talked about renewables pretty extensively down through the years in Energy Council. One of the things that was brought to light this year by a guy by the name of Stephen Quarles, who has worked extensively in the federal wildlife laws, talking about the enforcement issues of the Migratory Bird Act, the Bald Eagle Protection Act, and the Endangered Species Act. It was kind of interesting because on the way back that day, windmills versus birds came up in the Wall Street Journal, and he did talk about the lack of enforcement around windmills on the Migratory Bird Act. It was very interesting, and then all of a sudden it seems to be popping up everywhere. So it's a question I think that's going to liven up, and Alaska needs to be paying close attention to that because we're going to be putting windmills up right in migratory areas. So Alaska kind of is one of the places where migratory birds from both Asia and Americas gather. So it's going to be an interesting discussion. I think it's important for us to be a part of that. So, and then for us, there was a lot of talking about federal taxation and different taxation within states, mainly because they're stressed. Certainly our own taxation policy is up for discussion. So I think the energy producers certainly made their case, and Alaska is going to have to kind of figure out how far do we tax in kind of a worldwide context, still take care of Alaska, but not chase out people who are willing to bring capital and invest it. So it's just a bigger context for us to hear. We always bring consultants in, but I think it's very important for us to hear both industry people and other regulators who have had to deal with it. So we probably talked a little longer than I figured, so I'll cut her off there. The next 10 minutes we'll do the questions because I'm going to lose Kathy here pretty soon. So.